Hello, everyone. Welcome back in the same station. And also, nice to meet you once again, actually, after a long days, I can say the long time, actually, in Wise Crypto. So just wait for other peoples. They're going to be joined soon. So, yeah, stay tuned, everyone. Thank you. Okay, Kevin is here. Hey, Kevin, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, yeah,
Hey,
thank you for having here and welcome. So just
thank
wait
you.
for others, actually. I think then we can proceed. Okay, they're coming, and I can see the magma is here also. So just wait for people and also invite your friends and family to be part of this amazing roundtable discussion. So like today we'll know more about like the real world asset actually. Like we'll try to give you the more knowledge, more information. So no worries. Yeah, thank you everyone. So I can see Matthew is here. Matthew, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, but I cannot. I don't know if I can speak. Can you hear
Yeah, I
me?
can. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay,
Thank
cool.
you. Yeah,
Perfect.
cool. So just wait for our two members, like two speakers, from the Pixel and Elvix. So just wait for them. I think we can go ahead then. Okay, I can see here is Pixel also. Can you hear me? Who's there from Pixel?
Yeah, it's Max here. Thank you very much for having me.
Okay, thank you, Marx, for having here. So we have just one more people to join, actually, a speaker from the Elvex. So just wait for him. Okay, so Elvex, could you, yeah, already he's a speaker. Can you hear me, Elvex?
Hi, yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, who's there? May I know your name?
It's Nicholas from LFX.
Okay, Nichols. Thank you, Nichols. Happy to know. I think everything is fine. We can go ahead right now. So, first of all, I would like to thank you, all of our speakers today, and all of our committee members today, actually. Like, as you know, today we're going to be discuss about the RWA projects that, like, real world asset, you can say, which is shaping the crypto future, actually. So, as you know, guys, the real world assets play very, very crucial role in crypto for the several reasons. Like they bring the liquidity to traditionally liquid asset, like the real estate or the fine art can be changing to buy and sell quickly, and the real world asset provide the diversification opportunities for the crypto investors, and real world asset bridge the gap between traditional finance and decentralized finance. So yeah, stay tuned. We'll know more about like I can say the challenges, liquidity problem, and so on. So we have our today that is the Magma and also LVEX, Pixel, and also Kevin actually. So yeah, which is I think RWA Inc. So thank you for having here, guys. So before going to start this session, actually, I would like to know more from your like your experience. First of all, Magma actually. So could you please introduce yourself first, actually, Matthew, and also could you share a bit about your experience in the crypto industry? Matthew, are you there? Okay, Matthew, can you hear me, Matthew? Okay, no problem. I think there's some kind of problem. No worries. So back to Kevin, that is RW Inc. Kevin, could you please say a bit about yourself?
Yeah, so my name is Kevin Unai. I'm an old man, 50 years old, and I have been in the crypto space in approximately 5 years now. I was very active in the AI industry before for more than 20 years, actually, where I did speech recognition and dictation solutions, sold the company, and then went all in on Web3. We are a team of approximately 22 people. We are a real world asset tokenization and investment ecosystem. We are building very, very interesting platforms. A, investor platform now that is going to revolutionize the way you invest and tokenize real world assets, and many other exciting products are under development like DEX and so on and so forth. So yeah, I'm super excited to be here today and really go in detail about what real world assets are and what opportunities lie ahead for us all.
Yes, definitely, definitely. We're very, very excited about this session. Thank you, Kevin. Happy to know about yourself. So Matthew, are you there right now? Okay, I think some kind of problem. No worries. So back to the marks actually, the Pixel RWA. Marks, could you please introduce yourself first of all, and could you share a bit about your experience?
Yeah, sure. I'm Max. I've been working in the crypto space for a while now, a few years, primarily in marketing, go-to-marketing of projects. We co-founded Pixel with some of the biggest UK real estate developers. And what we want to bring to market and what we have is we've built a fully functional platform, and we are giving the accessibility to investors to invest in the construction and the loans on massive developments in the UK, ranging from 10 million to 250 million. And yeah, we're turning the investor into the bank, into the bridge and loan facilitator, so that they can make the most money out of their investments. And that's what we're bringing on chain.
De merde!
Yeah, I can hear you, Matthew. Can you hear me? Matthew, can you hear me now? Okay, why Crypto? Could you please just check? I think he has some kind of problem. I don't know. So just check it and solve the issue. So back to Nikos. So Nikos from the LVAX. Nikos, could you please introduce yourself first? Like how do you connect this project, and also could you share a bit about your experience?
Hi, yeah, sure. So it's Nicholas, and I'm the COO at Elevex. My background is since 2016 in the crypto space, mostly on software development side, consulting projects on launching their tokens. So kind of been through all of the cycles from gaming to DeFi, etc. And we started Elevex about a year ago. And how we position ourselves is as a real estate investment exchange. So we basically want to make it as easy as investing in Tesla stock or buying Bitcoin on an exchange, but being able to do that with real estate assets or real estate investment opportunities.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Happy to know like everything about yourself. So we can just wait for Matthew. No worries. So Matthew just join first. Like we're going to be discuss our like our roundtable discussion actually. So like guys, for the community people, I can say as you know that is the real world asset tokenization industry began with the introduction of Bitcoin in 2020, like 29. So I can say, and the development of the smart contracts in 2015 actually. So these technologies created the foundation for turning the physical assets into the digital tokens, and also I can say the
Can you,
real world asset. Yeah,
yes,
who's
can you hear me
there?
now?
Yeah, Matthew, can you hear
Oh,
me?
sorry. Yes, I can hear you. I had to switch from my computer because for some reason the sound was not working. I'm
Okay,
on my
no
phone now.
problem. Yeah,
Okay.
thank you. Like I'm just discussing something benefits about the RWA. So yeah, people are waiting to know more about yourself. They already
Yes.
explained about themselves. So could you please go
Okay.
ahead? Like, could you share about your experience and how do you connect this magma?
Yes, sure. So I'm the CEO and co-founder of Magma. My experience is in finance and real estate. I have over 15 years of experience in real estate development and 5 years in finance, and about 8 years in the blockchain space. Working on a smart city project with the city of Miami for developing an infrastructure for real estate. The smart city project was awarded the keys of the county, and we are still working with the city of Miami. And Magma is a byproduct of this project. And basically, we connect real world asset buildings through blockchain with what we call a digital twin. That means a digital replica of the buildings. And I created that company because during my years as a real estate developer, I encountered all the challenges of losing data in real estate because most often when you operate a building, data gets lost. There is no real platform to host all the data of a building, and when you sell the building to someone else, you lose basically all the data of the previous owner. So we decided to create Magma, get data in a. Yes,
Matthew.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. Thank you. I think you're
Okay,
done.
yes.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Happy to know about yourself. So yeah, guys, stay tuned. Like as I mentioned, I have some questions for them. They will answer, I think. So as you know, guys, like since the 2018, the real world asset tokenization landscape has grown from a nascent concept with the limited infrastructure and investable products to thriving the industry 2024. After that, the 2025 also. So like people can transfer their asset like anything else into the real world asset actually like their audio, video, everything. And also the benefits of tokenization that increase the accessibility, that is RW tokenization can democratize the investment opportunities and also they improve the transparency and so on. So yeah, please stay tuned everyone. Like as I mentioned, today we'll learn more. Thank you everyone. So back to Matthew. So Matthew, I can say that is uh the magma they are transforming the real estate within RW tokenization. Like the real estate industry is undergoing a digital transformation and magma is leading the way by leveraging the blockchain powered digital twin tokens, which is DTT, to enhance transparency, efficiency, and accessibility in property managed actually. So I have some question to you actually.
Mhm.
So could you please just say a bit about like how can RWA tokenization enhance the liquidity and stability in crypto markets?
Right. So right now, as you know, the first assets that are being tokenized are financial assets. Why? Because simply they are already digital native, and these are the most easy to apprehend and to put on chain. So the first one, you know, the stable coins being the bank deposit being tokenized. Then you have the T-bills being tokenized by BlackRock, for example, or other funds. Because they are very easy to put on chain. The real difficulty is with real assets like real estate that have a life besides digital life. So the challenge is to digitize first these assets. That means to have a digital representation of them. And once we have that, we can what we call tokenize it, meaning create a token that represent their ownership or their characteristic to represent them on chain. And that's what we do. And the way it brings stability is because historically real estate is a very stable asset because it's backed by a real property and also by rents. So the rents and the property makes it a very stable asset to invest in. And by putting it on chain, it will bring asset-backed tokens, which will bring a lot of stability and visibility to investors. That will enable crypto users to convert their crypto into real estate through this tokenization process.
Okay, thank you, Matthew, for this nice explanation about this. So, guys, they have their website, they have their other social media links. You can find out in our Wise Crypto. Just check this out and make your own research if you want to know more about the Magma. And they have their partnership with the Pixel, like Pixel, RW, and others. Thank you, Matthew. Like
Welcome.
back to you another time, Norris. So, guys, let me say a bit about the Pixel, which is like at Pixel they are transforming the real estate investment through the blockchain technology, and their mission is to make high yielding API real estate investment opportunities, which is accessible and more secure and transparent for everyone. By combining the fractional ownership, decentralized finance, and advanced security, the Pixel opens up like the opportunities traditionally that reserved for the large scale investor. So, Marks, I have some question for you. So hope that you will answer very very greatly. So, what legal that is hundreds do your RWA projects faces, and how can they navigate them?
Sure, yeah. I mean, I can't speak on the factor of all RWA projects, but definitely speaking on sort of real estate tokenizations, loans, sort of collateralized loans, and on those genres. There's probably several hurdles. They go from regulatory compliance, property rights verification, cross-border jurisdictional issues. This is something that has been a massive hurdle for Pixel, and they really arise due to sort of the traditional nature of real estate regulations, which vary greatly across different countries. The UK have different standpoints, which is the FCA, European standpoints with MiCA licenses, and it's very difficult to navigate these hurdles. So RWA projects need to ensure that they are regulatory compliant with the in real estate terms, local property laws. You need to look at security regulations. You've got a lot of AML requirements. KYC is quite broad, and this often requires obviously working very closely with different legal bodies and experts in different jurisdictions, which is something Pixel's going through a lot. Again, you need to engage legal advisors. We need transparency and documentation, and then back to jurisdiction specific strategies. Navigating these challenges often requires tailoring solutions, allowing some countries to working with the jurisdictions and legal teams of jurisdictions to then involve those countries and gaining them the accessibility into getting into the investments.
Okay, thank you, Mervs. Happy to know about this. Actually, thank you for this time. And also, guys, they have their also all social. I already shared in above the crypto space. You can check this out and know more about their Pixel RWA. Thank you. So we have another project which is LFX. I can say they offer two main types of tokenization for raising the capital for the real estate projects. The first one is the tokenization of financial rights, that they tokenize the rights such as revenue and profit shares from the real estate projects or companies. And other one is that is tokenized bond. So they provide the equity collateral that owners like real estate and projects that are offering enhanced protections and lending the potential for investor actually. So Nikos, I have another question for you actually. So how do the RWA projects ensure the authenticity and underlying asset? What is your opinion?
Yeah, sure. So I think it will vary depending on the asset that you're tokenizing, but in our case, in real estate side of things, our process is that whenever a developer wants to tokenize their real estate project, we basically work with a local valuation company. So for us, for example, we're starting with projects in Spain, so we're working with a couple developers there. We have a couple valuation partners that operate out of Spain. They basically assist with reviewing all of the documentation, the financials, business planning, as well as the property development, and ensuring that the valuations that they're putting forward are actually accurate with valuations in the similar area. And so we want to basically give all investors on our platform a stamp of approval that, it's not just anybody coming and putting whatever they want and whichever numbers, but everything kind of goes through that audit process. And then that audit is obviously published online for all investors to review, which is also great because then I think Magma was also talking a little bit about this, but you can actually then embed those valuations and the asset itself into the tokenization process, so that you're not. I think the one of the great things about investing in RWAs versus like traditional cryptos is that these tokens are actually backed by something in the real world that has an actual valuation, and it's not just trading narratives. So I think that's a great point, and definitely why we want to bring some, let's say, stability to the crypto investment market, and give people other options of investment that aren't purely speculative. So that's how we do it in our main approach.
Okay, thank you, Nico. Happy to know. So guys, they have also their website, Twitter, and Telegram. Just check this out and know more about the LFX. Thank you. So, Kevin, back to you actually. So they have their amazing project, which is RWA Inc. Like their mission is to transform
Yeah.
the financial landscape by providing a comprehensive platform for tokenization of the real world asset, and they enable businesses to unlock liquidity, expand the market reach, and drive the value creation through their advanced multi-asset platform that offering the tokenization as a service, as a launchpad, and a marketplace.
That's right.
So yeah, thank you. And also, Kevin, as you know, the security is very important actually. So I have just question on
Yeah.
this for you. So how do you think that is RWA projects ensure the authenticity of underlying assets?
Say again. Sorry, I couldn't hear
Yeah,
the.
I just want to know like how can the RWA backed crypto asset gain
Yeah.
trust in the both traditional investor and crypto community?
Yeah. So we see the trust coming from various sources. First and foremost, it really helps us that the U.S. government now is completely supporting crypto and completely deregulating the entire space. It creates tremendous trust and tremendous bullishness in the institutional, especially investor group. So we see that now. We see the institutional and the larger VCs becoming more and more interested in deploying capital into Web3. So that's definitely something that drives the trust. But also, the teams in the industry are becoming doxed. We are doing everything we can with the auditors. So really, everybody is transforming into being compliant and very transparent about their business. We do due diligence on all our clients and really encourage them also to be transparent towards their communities. So I think trust is something you earn. It's not something you can just claim. So you really have to do everything you can to be transparent, compliant, and really, show the community what's going on. Communication is a very important factor. You need to tell them what the status is, what your priorities are, and really keep them in the loop, right? It's their money that they have invested into you, so you really owe them to give them a full rundown. Sometimes things can go slower than desired, but it's much better to be transparent than just be silent about it. So that's our philosophy, and I think that is why the community trusts us so much, and the reason why we see such good results on our metrics. So yeah, that's my advice for sure.
Okay, thank you, Kevin. Happy to know. Yeah, I think like trust is very important in this kind of RWA asset. Not only this, but also the whole crypto industry and also in the whole world, I can say. And also our listener, just do comments if you have any question. Make some comments. They will answer your question after this email. No problem. Thank you for all answer actually. So I can say across the RW industry, there is a noticeable increase in the adoption of public protocols for using the RW tokens. Like to interact with these tokens, investor must use the digital currencies like stable coins or other cryptocurrencies that is making a very significant shift towards the real use case of the blockchain technology. And also, by the way, I can say the RWA assets are like trying to solve so many problems, the liquidity and others. So we will know more about. No worries. Thank you. So back to you, Matthews. I have another question for you. So could you say how the magma is transforming the real estate in the down market?
Um, you mean down market for the crypto or for the real estate?
The real estate, actually.
Yes. So what we bring, talking about trust, is the real connection to the real asset. Imagine if you add, imagine your house or your apartment being represented in a 3D model. So instead of having files in your computer, now you have a 3D model in which you can store information about your property. So that means every person who is doing something, maybe the electrician, the plumber, the property manager, will have to record what he does in the 3D model. So that's a very unique way to store information and to capture data into the asset, and that will bring a lot of trust for transactions, because imagine if you can bring all that information up to date all the time, then you have insurance of the state of your asset at any point of time. Does it have insurance? Does it have permit? Does it have certificates? So this brings a lot of trust in the asset. And then for operational management, because now you have a tool and a dashboard to operate your building or your house or your apartment, and you can monitor the energy performance. You can optimize it, because now you can sort of cross-reference data about the use of the energy in particular spots of your building. You can do predictive maintenance by knowing why an equipment is about to fail. You can prevent it and repair it before it fails. You can recycle some elements of the building, and so on. So it brings trust, it brings a better operational management of the building. So all these aspects makes it a very safe investment to make in your building, and brings a lot of visibility. So it brings trust, visibility, and optimization of real estate assets. So in a market like this, the companies that are going to move fast to this solution are the ones that are going to be able to either sell their asset better if they want to sell their asset. So if you have, let's say, the market is down and there is a recovery, and people start buying again, which asset are you going to buy? An asset that has no record of his information, or it be it paper format and difficult to access data? Or are you going to invest in a tokenized property that has all his information in one place, that you can see intuitively in the digital twin? You can navigate the twin, you can click on a window, you can click on the kitchen or any element, and you can have a financial background of all the property information. So of course you're going to invest in that property. So in the down market is the best time to invest in solutions like Magma, connect to ownership tokenization like LFX solution, and that makes it the perfect investment for the 21st century. So people are going to invest in the tokenized asset rather than the non-tokenized assets.
Okay, thank you, Matthew, once again. So I can see like the magma is already a recognized leader in the RWA data and ecosystem that is bridging the traditional real estate with the blockchain technology. So, and also they have like the key innovation, which is their token, the digital twin tokens that converting the physical real estate into the dynamic variable NFTs that enable in a seamless transition and fractional ownership and enhanced liquidity. Then they have the Web3 powered ownership, AI driven efficiency, and interoperable data framework.
Correct.
So, guys, no more. Yeah, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So, no more, just stay tuned. So, back to the Pixel RWA. So, Marks, I have just one question for you left. That is, how does the Pixel navigate the complex regulatory landscape surrounding the tokenized real estate and RWS across the different jurisdictions?
Yeah, sure. It requires sort of a multiple approaches really, and it's something that Pixel's been dealing with a lot, and we've actually been working with RWA Inc. and they've been giving us some really helpful tips and really helpful people to speak with, and then from our various real estate network as well, and our CTO's network in the payment providers and payment solution space has been really handy. But it comes down to a few points. So like I mentioned before, jurisdiction specific legal structuring it matters a lot where you're setting up your company structure, and this is something Pixel's been working very closely on with different legal teams across different jurisdictions, and ensuring that the platform's set up in a place where we can adapt and bring as many people involved as possible. And this obviously includes to adhering to the securities regulations, the property laws of different jurisdictions, and then the AML policy specific to each region where we're deciding we're going to operate to start with. Also, again, what Pixel are doing is having the smart contract and blockchain compliance. Pixel employs blockchain technology to create very transparent and secure transactions that, again, are traceable, compliant with regulatory standards, and the use of these smart contracts obviously then ensures that all asset transfers are executed under very clear, defined terms and conditions that we've gone through legal teams with, reducing the risks of legal disputes for any investors or any institutional or retail investors. And then really, it's about continuing the legal monitoring and adaptation of this space. Again, this space is growing. A lot of things are new. A lot of things are, some stuff isn't even detailed yet. So continuing the conversations with the really good legal teams that we're working with, and just evolving with the nature of the blockchain regulations and actively monitoring this so that we can bring the best product for our investors, and we can make sure that we're legally compliant, and everyone can win then on the investment opportunities that we're offering to them.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, Happy to Marks, and wish you good luck for the future. Just keep building. You're amazing. I can say like you are doing a lot of things in the crypto industry. So yeah, wish you good luck. So yeah, back to the Nico LVX. So Nico, I have just another question for you. So as you know, Nico, the trust is also very important. So in the like RWA, how does the like your project ensure that the tokenized real estate assets are secure and accurately valued in secondary markets?
Yeah, that's a great question. So I think that from our perspective, there's two main challenges here. One is making sure that the tokens that you're owning are actually have rights and collateral of the asset that it's being backed by. So this way that in case, you invest in a token property in Spain, for example, how we have it set up is through tokenized bonds. So basically, we collateralize the equity which owns the asset that you're investing in. So let's say the company goes bankrupt or something happens, you can always through the bankruptcy process, you'll be able to claim your ownership in that asset itself. So when, for example, the bank sells the property or the asset, you're still going to get paid for that. So on one hand, you always have the underlying asset and its valuation in the real world as like a protection on the trading side. So the asset on secondary markets isn't going to go down 80%, or it's very unlikely unless like there was a storm that, I don't know, destroyed the property or something like this. But the odds are very low versus like if you're trading a meme coin, which isn't backed by anything, you don't have that sort of protection. So first of all, in our structure of tokenization, we make sure that we're actually collateralizing the asset value, and investors always have that as like a backnet safety. The other thing is a manipulation of markets, which is a big thing in crypto. So you have like MEV attacks and people who try to manipulate the price. So for us, we believe that traditional market making strategies and algorithms that have been created like AMM, which Uniswap and most protocols use, isn't really suitable for RWA tokens. So we're investing a lot of time and research into leveraging market making models that can actually be supportive towards avoiding things like manipulating the price of a real estate asset, right, in secondary markets. So you can do things like liquidity stacking, and I think with Uniswap v4, we're already seeing a lot of innovative custom market making things that you can set up quickly. Coinbase has really recently also been playing around with it and enabling things like KYC. So there's definitely a lot of work that still needs to be done. But when you're trading RWA tokens, it shouldn't feel like you're trading a meme coin. It should feel like something a lot more stable, maybe a little bit more boring, but something that you feel secure putting your money into.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. Happy to know once again, Nichols. So yeah, guys, LVX, they already announced that their TPL, their token has, I think, already surpassed 1 million USDT in real estate, the projects, and their testnet is reaching new heights that weekly with increasing the investor participation. So guys, you can be part of them. They have their website and no more. Yeah, congratulations on this success. Thank you. Okay, so back to caffeine, RW Inc. So caffeine, I have just one question left for you. What steps did your RW Inc. take to establish a solid business's foundation before embarking on the tokenization of real world asset? Caffeine, are you there? Okay, I think like he has some kind of network issue, or I don't know. So just to wait for his back noise. So I think, and also guys, our like community members, don't forget to put comment in your like in our discussion, and also they will take your question, they'll answer your question, and the 10 users will be rewarded from here actually. So just wait for caffeine. So Matthew, do you have anything else that you want to say? Like, could you share about the future of RWA asset? Actually? Like, how do you see the future plan of this RWA?
Yes, so we believe there will be more and more tokenized assets with the regulation coming, especially coming from the United States. Yesterday, there has been a very interesting move from the land department in Dubai that has announced that they will put on chain $150 billion worth of properties. And this is a very important move for the industry because one lacking thing of tokenizing a real estate asset completely on chain is to have the land registry. As you probably know, in Europe, the notaries have the monopoly of the land registry on issuing title and moving title. In the US, you need a title agent insurance to move title. In UAE, you had to go also through notaries to move the title. So that was a very big barrier to the industry to move completely on chain. And now that the UAE is taking this stance, it opens really our market to full on-chain tokenization. And imagine if the US was doing the same. In the US, every county, not even states, but counties, and you can have several tens of counties in one state, if not more, have their own land registry. So it makes it very difficult to move this on chain because they all have their own systems and silos. But imagine that the federal government, or at least to the state government, that would be one step, decide to have one single ledger for the whole state or one single ledger for the whole country, and suddenly you have hundreds of trillions of dollars of assets that can be tokenized. So the move that the UAE has done yesterday is huge for the market, and I really hope that the Trump administration would follow, and also because Trump is a real estate guy, and I think now that he understands crypto, I'm sure he has people telling him what will be the impact of doing that simple thing to move a land registry on chain. That will unlock hundreds of trillions and put these assets at the possibility for any small investor in crypto to buy this crypto asset and buy the land directly on chain with crypto. That would be huge.
Okay, thank you, sir, for explaining like for this answer actually like the future. I can say as the tokenization of the real asset now turns to be a general thing, like it triggers a movement across the financial landscape, and it would be very completely transform the way people invest in the real and deal with the asset, and this tokenization, the process by which asset, both the physical and financial, are like digitized and fractionalized into the tradable tokens on the blockchain, in that already proving some kind of, I can say, the mushrooming in this every expanding era actually. So it will grow more and more, I can say. So back to the Marks actually. So Marks, how do you see the future of RWA?
Was this question directed to me?
Yeah, like you can say a bit about like the future. How do you see the future of RWA assets
Oh, of
actually?
course,
Just bit
100,
about, and also your advice for the people.
100%. How I see the future of RWA, I think it's a little. I've said this a few times, and I've used it on a few AMAs, but it's a bit of a double-edged sword when it comes to RWA and the crypto world and the Web3 world, because crypto, obviously, the crypto space is a really marketable space that brings a lot of exposure to RWA, and it brings a lot of eyes to the industry, which is fantastic. And obviously, a lot of these platforms, and like Pixel's platform, we're using like a stablecoin payment and blockchain technology. So it all creeps into the crypto world, and it's great for RWA that we have all these eyes, we have all these new sort of types of marketing that aren't used in Web 2, and we have this massive accessibility and visibility census on the space. But at the other end of the sword, obviously the crypto space has a lot of rug pulls, it has trust issues, people have negative connotations towards the crypto space. And again, because RWA is thrown into the sort of same batch, it can have a negative impact. So where I see the future going really is the crypto space obviously improving, the security and safety and the trust in the crypto space improves, and also the RWA space becomes a lot more of a standout sort of competitor, and it sort of has its own niche, its own space, and it grows massively with crypto, but itself personally. And as the education increases in the RWA space and the adoption increases, I think it'll be a massive snowball effect for all tokenization platforms, for all RWA projects, because they really will be able to take it in their stride. But it comes with a lot more increase in trust. It comes with a lot more increase in education. So it's all our problem and all our fight to make sure that we push a very positive narrative for the RWA world, and we keep educating people.
Okay, yeah. So people, yeah, just gain more knowledge. I think like this kind of opportunities just growing actually in the crypto industry. Like the best thing that ever happened in cryptocurrency that has always had the little to do with the money itself. So this interaction of tokenization of cryptocurrencies with the real world asset that promises to be one of the most phenomenal developments in the era of the block technologies, or you can say the blockchain technologies. So the cryptocurrencies that have provided the first stepping stone to the decentralized finance that tokenizes the RWAs even in 2025 actually. So yeah, just do earn more knowledge, and like if you want to do invest, do your own research so far. So Nikos, what is your opinion about the RWA asset for the future?
Yeah, I think it's a great question. It's a little bit difficult to answer because the crypto space changes every day, but I'll do my best. I think that, to be honest, we're already seeing like how well the RWA narrative is doing, and it's still such like early days. If you look at how bad the altcoin market has been over the past couple of months, we've seen that RWA narrative is the one that's actually held up the best out of all. So I think that gives a lot of confidence for investors looking in, like, okay, if I'm gonna invest my money into, either DeFi or RWAs or meme coins, I think this gives a lot of security looking forward, that people can know if they buy into RWA tokens that they're much less volatile and they're holding up well. And then the other big thing is that I think that RWA will be like a huge onboarding tool for bringing more traditional investors in the space. because it's very easy to sell to traditional investors, hey, you already invest in real estate, you already invest in T-bills, you already buy Tesla stock. Why not do these things on chain digitally and actually have ownership of these assets? And so it's also something that they're familiar with because they've already invested in these assets. So it's not a big educational gap for them. And then once they're on board and they realize, oh, this is like, using a stock platform, but I can actually just hold all my real estate here. This makes sense. It's something I'm familiar to. Then you can start bringing them into other narratives and benefits around DeFi, or they can jump into another protocol and try them out and the benefits there. So I think as well, the future for RWA will be a massive educational and onboarding tool for bringing on traditional investors and more capital into the space, the crypto and Web3 space.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, Nichols, for this one. So I think like Kevin has some kind of problem, but no worries, we can wait a few minutes. Thank you for your amazing answer. So guys, yeah, the advice is do your own research about the market situation and try to understand the market sentiment. Then you can go for the investment actually. And also, Kevin, just we are waiting for you actually. Hope that you you can speak within just 1 or 2 more minutes, no worries. So the Kevin's project is that is RWA Inc., which is they specialize in the tokenization of real world asset that is merging the value of physical asset and traditional investments with the blockchain technology. So they have the utility token launches they help to take companies and the VC that are ready startups from the pre-seed and series of the balance sheet utility tokens, and they support they web3 transition support they're providing providing end-to-end services to facilitate the transition of web2 companies into the web3 ecosystem. So they have their website also, which is rwa.inc. You can just guys check this out if you want to know more. So yeah, so guys, do comment on our do comment here actually, they will answer your questions, no problem. So I think Kevin, we are very sorry, Kevin. I think you have some kind of problem. So
Now
thank
I
you.
uh, now I'm back.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry for this,
Okay,
guys.
yeah. Very,
Okay.
very happy to see you in here. So Kevin, I have
Yeah,
just one question left for
sure.
you. Like people are waiting to know more about your RW Inc. Like what
Yeah.
steps did your RW Inc. take to establish a solid business's foundation before embarking on the tokenization of the real estate?
Yeah. So what we really have transformed into is a very institutional and accredited investor focused business. We are building the world's most advanced investor portal now with a global database of institutional accredited investors and retail investors. So that is really what we're focusing on now. Real business with real clients and real experienced management governing the operations. So we can really see the effect of our work already as we onboard many clients, and all our metrics are exploding at the moment. So we are doing something right, and I really think it's our focus on the real business and not the hype in crypto. We are not hyping or pumping or anything like that. We are taking things slow and really just working on great product, building a great team, doing clear and sharp communication, and that combination is just it's just working really well.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, Kevin. So yeah, guys, RW Inc. offers the real asset tokenization through a multi-asset platform that focusing on utility tokens and expanding into the startup equity, the real estate, collectibles, and more. So Kevin, we are pretty much
Yeah,
covered everything, but do you
yeah,
have any suggestion for our
yeah.
community?
I think really you should go to rwa.inc and go follow us on the social media. We are having massive announcement coming in a few days around our team, around product, around new clients. So really go and follow us, and also go follow the great speakers here from the great companies we are a very strong industry and we are working very closely together. And I also invite, of course, the speakers to reach out, to partner, and let's grow this together.
Yes, definitely. So, guys, do your own research. Like as I mentioned, you can find their social links in our crypto, like Wise Crypto. So just check this out. So I think we pretty much covered everything about the like today's discussion. But this is not enough, I think, guys. You need to do your own research about the market sentiment, market situation. Then, if you have any question and queries, you can do Google or you can ask through their social link. They have their moderators. They will help you to find out your answer actually. So thank you, Matthews. Thank you, Merks, Nikos, and Kevin
Thank
for
you so
being
much.
part of our roundtable discussion. And thank you all for community members for having here.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everyone.
Pleasure.
Cheers.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah,
Thank you, everyone.
Yes.
yeah. Wish you good luck. Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you.